everyone, I'm Kavya Bharati, UX UI mentor from WebD School. In this video, we are going to explore Figma's interface from top to bottom. So without any delay, let's get started. So this is Figma's interface. So you can see the recently opened file here, and if you want to browse some templates means you can just click this templates and tools, where previously we called this as a community, where you can see lot of designing stuffs here. So if you want to reuse this designing stuff, you can just click this and it will get copied into your Figma file. So by this, like if you click this open in Figma, you will get the copy of this file, and this is what the community is. And next is Figma has one team file access. As of now, if you are using unpaid version of Figma, you can use one team file. So what's this difference between this team file and this draft file is, whereas in draft file you can't share the file with edit access, but if you are creating some files in your team file means you can just share with some persons with edit access, so that like you can collaboratively work with your team members. So this is Figma's free team access file, like where you can share them with editable access. And next is here you have if you feel some files are most important, you can just give a star to them. It will be easy to open them immediately. Here it will be listed the most important files. And getting back to this recent files, you can see if you want to create a new file means you can just click this design. You will get navigated to the new file, or if you want to reopen the existing recent files, I am just going back. So here in recent files, if you want to reopen any recent file means you can just double tap it, you will get navigated to that recent files. Yes, so this is Figma's interface. So you can see this canvas is called as infinite canvas, and you can create more than thousands of frames in this Figma canvas. And this is the layer panel. So you can see if you want to rename the layer means you can directly go to the layer panel and you can just double tap it. So the layer is the frame will got selected, and if you rename this layer, so I am just renaming this at forgot password. So if I rename this layer, you can see the frame is also getting renamed. If I doesn't want to rename this layer, so I can directly click this frame, and if I double tap it, I can just rename this frame as it is in this canvas. So this is how you can rename the layers. And very next to this layer panel, you can see the asset panel. So asset panel, so you can browse all the libraries element in this asset panel. If I click this, I can see the components. So the whatever component I created in this file, I can browse those components from this asset panels. So this is what the layer panel and asset panel is. And here you can see the toolbar. So comparatively, compared to any other design softwares, you can see Figma has very less tools that you can quickly learn each and every tools. And next here you can see the properties panel. If I click any frame, you can see according to whatever I am clicking in the screen, so according to that it will get changed. So if I click the text, you can see the text property is displayed here. If I click this shapes, the shapes properties will be displayed here. So this is properties panel. So here in design options, you can see all the alignment options, layout options, all those kind of stuffs. And here in prototype, if you want to connect some files, if you want to give animation and all, you can use this prototype for creating interactions. So we'll start with this Figma tools. So the very first tool is move tool. If I click this element, it will get selected. Make sure that if you want to design anything in Figma canvas, so make sure that design is selected. So don't design anything in prototype by selecting this prototype options. Just click this design options and get back to this canvas and then start designing. So getting back to this move tool, so by clicking this drop down, the move tool is get selected. So the shortcut for move tool is V. If you click this and if you drag this, it will get moved. So this is what the move tool is. And next is hand tool. So the shortcut for hand tool is space bar. If you click this space bar, so if you want to move this canvas, you can use the space bar. So next tool is scale tool. So shortcut for the scale tool is K. If you want to scale any elements or shapes in your canvas, just click this, and if you drag this, you can see the element is getting scaled. And if you want to scale it from center, just hold shift plus alt and then scale it. You can see it is it is scaled from the center part. Next tool is frame tool. So frame tool, shortcut for frame tool is F. If I click F, you can see in properties panel the list of frames available in Figma will be displayed here. So the presets of frames you can see here. You can select phone, tablet, desktop, all the presets frame size is available here. If you want to use like phone frame, just click here, and just clicking just one tap, I can just add this frame into my canvas. And you have different presets here. If you want to use tablet, just click this, and if you want to use desktop, just click this desktop size. So this is what the frame tool is. Apart from this presets, if you want to select the freeform frame tool, just click F and then drag it. You can just create the frame size as you wish. Next tool is section tool. So the shortcut for section tool is Shift S. So what is this section tool is? If you want to arrange your canvas and if you want to group the frame, with help of this section tool, you can just group those frames and you can just separate the frames into different sections. So just click Shift S. So you can see the section tool is got selected. Just click and drag those frames which you want to group. I am just clicking and dragging. You can see all this 5 frame is getting grouped under this one section, and again Shift S, all these 4 frames are getting selected and then grouped as in another sections. So if you want to delete this section, just like that, you can't delete it. If you click backspace, all this frame will be deleted. So if you want to delete this section tool, just click it and control backspace. If you give control backspace, the section will get deleted. And next is slice tool. So the slice tool is it will help us to select the particular layout from the frame, and then you can easily export that particular layout. So I am selecting this slice tool. So the shortcut is S. If I want to select this particular section and I want to export this particular section as a JPEG or PNG, so by selecting this slice, I am just selecting this slice and then just clicking this export. If I click export, you can see the particular section got exported. So mainly where they will use the slice tool is if you are working in a website or web application like that, if you want to export the header section alone or if you want to export the footer section alone, you can use the slice tool. So you can just, if you want to delete this, you can just click backspace. Next is shape tool. If you want to use different shape tool, we can see the accessibility feature here itself. They have the shortcut for rectangle is R, and you can just select R and click and drag to create a rectangle shape. If I click O, the ellipse will got selected, and you can see I am just selecting this O, I am dragging this circle. You can see the circle is getting stretched. If you want to create a perfect circle, select O and then hold Shift plus Alt and then you can drag. You can see the perfect circle is drawn here. I am doing it again. I am selecting this O and holding Shift plus Alt and then I am dragging. So you can see the perfect circle is drawn here. So this is how you need to create a perfect circle. And then you have the line tool. The shortcut is L. So by just clicking and dragging, you can easily see the line is drawn here. If you want to increase its width and all, so here in properties panel, you can see the stroke option. So if you want to increase the stroke of this line tool, you can just increase the count. If you want to decrease it, you can decrease it. And also you have lot of textures and the corner option available here. By switching all this, by changing this, you can get a different output here. So next shape is arrow. So L is like creating a line, Shift L is like creating an arrow. So you can see I am just clicking Shift L and then I am just dragging it. You can see I can't get a proper arrow here. If I want to get a proper straight arrow, I want to hold Shift. So if I am holding Shift and then I am dragging it, I can see I can create a perfect arrow, and you can even create a perfect line. By holding the Shift like Shift button, you can create a perfect shapes. Okay. So next is polygon and then star. So all these are same only. So I am just clicking it and then I am just holding Shift and all to create a perfect triangle. So the next shape is star. So by holding this Shift and Alt, I am dragging this, creating this shape. You can see 3 points here. So this is for radius and this is for adjusting its ratio. So like how width or like adjusting its ratio, you can just click and drag this. And here the radius, the corner radius of the shape, and this is to increase its count. If you want to increase and decrease its count, you can adjust this point. So this is how you can create a different shape using this star. So next shape is like image. So here, so if you want to import any images, you can just click here. You can see the image option here. The shortcut for importing any images is Ctrl Shift K. By clicking this, you can see the window is got open. So if you want the image to be pasted in this canvas, just click it, it will get pasted. Or else if you want the image to be pasted in particular shape or a particular size, you can just click it and drag it. You can see, so it is like you can easily resize it without even dropping that picture. So if I drag it, if it is okay for me, I can just release my buttons. And then next is, if I want this image to be masked into the shape, so what else I can do is, I can just, again I am importing any images. So double tap it. Once I got my mouse point like this, and then just click it in this circle. So you can see it is automatically masked into this shape. Whatever the shape you may create, you can see this is the triangle. So I am just again importing some image here, double tapping it, and then I am clicking it. You can see again the image is getting masked into this shape. So this is how we can easily mask any shapes in Figma. So and importing an image is also very easy in Figma. If you want to delete all this unwanted stuff, you can just select all this and just click backspace or delete, it will get deleted. And next is text. So text is tool, just click this tool and just click it. You can type whatever you want. I am just typing welcome to Figma. Okay. So you have just entered some text here. If you want to change its text style, so Figma has lot of font types. So you can just browse all these fonts in this properties panel. So I am just changing any one font here. And then again coming to this typographic properties panel, so this is to increase its size. So you can see lot of size here. The shortcut for increasing the text style is Ctrl Shift greater than symbol and less than symbol. So by using this shortcut, you can easily reduce the font size and increase the font size. And next is here you can see this is the line space. So I am just copying it. So consider this as a paragraph. If you want to increase the line space, just click it and just increase the line height. You can just increase and decrease the line height in this properties panel. And then next is, if you want to increase the letter space and decrease the letter space, again in right side properties panel you can see this option. And then if you want to do any changes, if you want the changes to be applied in your text means, first you need to select them and then you can just increase the line height or increase the letter space like that. And next is, this is alignment option. So you can see whether the text should be aligned in right side, left side or middle align. So like that you can just use this alignment options. And next is again, so these are in this is what the text box is. You can see the outer line, right? So this is what the text box is. So where this text should be placed, whether it should be placed in top or in this middle or in bottom. So like that you can just use these kind of things. So this is what the text tool is. Next tool is, you can see, comment, annotation, measurements. So these three options are like, if you want to communicate within Figma, you can use these three options. By clicking this comment, comment is like if you want to convey some messages, like say for example, if you want this button color should be changed, you want to convey this message to your friend. So you can just click this comment and then you can drag this, the comment will get like displayed. So you can just convey to your friend like change this color. So whomever in this file will get notified with this comment. So once this comment is got resolved, you can just click this option, it will get hidden. So if you don't want, you can just click undo. Next is this annotation. So annotation is something like more related to comment. So if you want to give comment to each and every section, say for example, so in this enter password input field, you want this color should be little bit of darker. So I am just giving this. So I am selecting this. So which category? In this design file, developer will also like developers, designers, all people will be here. So for which person you are just giving this comment. You can choose this, either I want to give this comment to the developer or I just want to give to the interactions. So like that you can just select the categories, or even you can edit those categories. If you don't want, even the color can be changed. So in this file, developer won't work in this file. In our, like in our company, only the designers or only our team will be, designing team will be working in this. Means you can just add their names, and once it is done, you can just select those names and then you can give this. So just remove this height properties, or this like you can change the corner radius like that. That is what the annotation is. So you can see this is got selected and this is got highlighted. If someone else is entering this file, they'll get into this and then they'll resolve this problem. And next is measurement. So measurement is something like just to measure some elements. So if you click this, you can see. So with help of this measurement tool, you can measure the height and width of any shapes or any elements you have just drawn inside this canvas. This is what these tools are. Next, getting back to this, okay. Next is, you can see the tool called actions. So actions, if you click this, you can see like these are the recently opened actions. So in this tool, you can see the Figma's AI options are available here, and this is assets. So assets can also browsed from here and also from here. This is for the accessibility purpose. You can either select this, like you can either take assets from here or also from this actions panel. Next is plugins and widgets. So where you can see lot of plugins, inbuilt plugins within this Figma. If you want to use any plugins, means just click it and then just click run. Once the plugin is got installed, you can see this plugin window. So where you can just adjust the, this is like image filter editor plugin. So with help of this plugin, I can easily do a small color corrections here. So the image is got up. If I click apply changes, the display will be changed. So this is how you can create lot of, you can like with help of this plugin, you can select lot of plugins here, and you can even install plugin from community. So this is how you need to search for a plugin and you need to run it to use it in your design file. So these are the tools available in Figma. And next is, these are the like art boards. You can just switch these art boards. If you want to design, you are in the design mode, so where you can see lot of design options available here, and this is developer mode. So developer mode is entirely different from design mode, where you can see lot of stuffs is getting changed. So it will be this workspace is especially for developers to they should be aware of these alignment and all these kind of things, right. So developer mode, where they can get basic codes from this Figma file. If they just click, it will get copied and they can use it in their code. And next is, this is drawing workspace. So yes, this is a new update in Figma. You can see the brush options, paint options here. If you want to create any vectors, or if you want to create any stickers or drawings, you can use like Figma Draw Workspace. This is customizable options. You can select and you can switch over all these three workspace according to which you are working. Yes, so we just explore the Figma interface. So with help of this, you can start designing more confident and more efficient. Thank you.